Welcome to your show. This is Let's Talk Showbiz right here on your favorite news channel, Joy News on Multi TV. My name is Becky. I have lots of stories for you right here on the show. Please stick and stay because your girl will always love you. I have Efia performing Whitney Houston's song, I Will Always Love You. And this is how we start the show.
Since then, I will only be in your way, so I'll go. But I know I will wish every step of the way. Sing it, and I will always love you. Treat you kind, and I hope that you get all you dream of, and I wish you died happiness. What above all things, I wish you.
If you've just joined me, this is a Let's Talk Showbiz. The song you heard is by Whitney Houston, performed by yours truly, Efia. I will always love you, and that's how I feel right now. I will always love you. Our cherished viewers, we love you right here. I know you love me. I love you back. So today, let's talk about emojis. Today is World Emoji Day. Do you know that? Well, I'm telling you. Emojis have, been part of us lately. A lot of people use emoji here and there. I don't know which one is your favorite, but Maps. Well, we call her Maps, but she's called Mapito, CBD, and Komlado. They've put something together for us to commemorate or to mark World Emoji Day.
Today, we celebrate tiny characters that have made communication so much better, but also a little bit more complicated. And I'm talking about emojis. Standing next to me is Komla Adom.
Hi, Maps. You know, these emojis, just as you said, even though they've made life simple for us now, they can be complicated sometimes. So in the past, I could say, I love you, but it was hard for me to say it to you. But now I can use an emoji to say, I love you.
So how would you tell me that you love me with an emoji?
Maybe I do the... My eyes, yeah.
And then this is how I would respond, with like a really lovely smile, like a...
Yes, but that is not all. There are some of the emojis that we use to communicate our disgust for maybe a silly comment or something a friend would have posted on social media. So I may do something like, yeah, and maybe something like, oh gosh, that could have been better.
Or like...
Like, yeah. Did you really say that?
Did you really say that?
Yeah.
But another thing about emojis is that both of us are from different countries. An emoji to me, what meaning for emoji to me means a different meaning to you. So how do we work around that? So for example, a peach to me might mean a completely different thing to you.
Yes, the peach.
Let's talk about the peach and the eggplant. In the car when we were coming, I asked you if you knew what a peach meant, and you didn't know.
Yeah, but now I know, Maps.
And would you like to share with our viewers?
We'll show them.
We'll show them. Okay, so go. Obviously, you guys have a phone. So you go to your WhatsApp, and then you type peach.
Okay.
So you go to peach, and if you're using an iPhone, it will show you a peach. And just look at the peach very carefully. And if you know, you know.
Right, I know now, Maps.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
All right.
And the eggplant.
And the eggplant.
You have the peach, I have the eggplant.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to find out from various people what they take from emojis.
Yes, and how exactly you're able to use the emojis to communicate their emotions to one another.
If I want to express my feelings, I sometimes go to the emoji page and then I take what I need from it. So, and some people don't want to talk a lot, so you just go there and then use whatever they want to use. I think it has made it easier in some aspects, and it has complicated it as well, because sometimes you send an emoji to someone and they don't even understand what you're sending to them. They sometimes misinterpret what you are trying to mean, and then it can get all fuzzy, and I mean, people quarrel because of emojis, so I think it has rather complicated things. To an extent, sometimes you want to convey your thoughts and your feelings through words, but I think one of the ways to miscommunicate greatly is to text, and the emojis helps in a way bridge the gap by communicating your feelings that you cannot express through words.
Emojis have been very vital in our community these days, especially when mostly using WhatsApp. It helps in communication, as in sometimes you just don't feel like typing. Just sending an emoji will just tell what you want the person to know. Yes, and it has been very vital in our society. And using emojis, when I'm using emoji, I really mean it. Maybe I just can't type, maybe for example, I love you. I just send the emoji of love, and then it tells everything.
So, Maps, you heard the people there. I mean, the emojis have made life easy for all of us. But in the past, when I want to hug somebody or hug you, for example, like a normal hug, when I do not know you, I don't have that relationship with you, it will be difficult for me to do that. But with the emojis, I can simply send a hug emoji.
And I think also for the guys, it's easier for you to just hit on a girl, to be like, you know what, send you a heart face, or, you know, to be like, hey girl, wink.
Tinkies in your eyes.
Yeah, and it's just so much easier for girls and guys to get along with each other, you know. What's your favorite emoji?
My favorite emoji, the one with the kiss, the love on the cheek.
So my favorite one, I'd say, you see the smiley face with the teardrop, like a...
You're blushing, are you not?
Yeah, I'm blushing, but I've got like a teardrop or something. Is it a sweat or a teardrop? I don't even understand.
Well, that would mean you have so much to deal with.
But I'm smiling.
But I think.
You see, misunderstood.
That's true. Map, so I think we've heard from all of them. I mean, emojis are great, but sometimes they may misrepresent exactly what you feel or you want to communicate.
And I think that's why it's important for you to know the person you're talking to, so that you have some sort of connection and energy you guys share, so that you know that if I'm sending you a heart, it's not because I love you or I want to have sex with you or I want to date you. It's because, you know, we have that connection. We are buddies. I don't want to get in bed with you.
Absolutely. And remember, you do not want to use emojis for official or formal purposes. I mean, you cannot send an emoji to your boss, for example. Or is it acceptable?
I think it depends, like I said, the type of connection that you have with your boss.
I can't send an emoji to my boss.
Boss, can I send an emoji to you?
Well, so from myself, Komla Adom,
and me, Mapito CBD,
we say have a wonderful Emojis Day.
And keep on emoji.
Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy.
Let's talk showbiz. Well, I hope you enjoyed that from Maps and Komla Adam. Let's move away and talk about BB Brides. Yesterday, I brought you something about BB Brides. She got married over the weekend. It was a star-studded wedding. But today, I'm bringing you something. She made a comment. She says that her newly wedded husband is the most faithful man she has ever dated. Yes. I wish... ladies out there, you can come out to say the man you're with right now is the most faithful man you've been with. But Bibi, Well, she brought it up, and so let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. Let's listen to Bibi Bright whilst she praises her newly husband, most faithful husband.
Let me just speak the truth. He's a very wonderful guy. And when I did that interview with you and I came, he was like, why did you tell them? Why did you say, I want you to come marry me when I've already proposed to you several times and you keep saying you are thinking about it? He's a great guy. You've not been married before. And going down this lane was something that was so hard for me to do. Not because I believe marriage is a sacred thing. That when I want to get married, it should be something that I know that will last forever. And with my work and everything that goes on around me, I need someone who really understands me for who I am and believe in me and also trust me and be loyal to me. And this is my first time dating a faithful man. So to all my ex-boyfriends, yes, I have said it, this is my first time dating a faithful man, and I thank God for his life. I thank God for today. I'm feeling great. The love around is overwhelming, and yeah, you know the feeling now.
I know the feeling, but this is a huge accolade you've been given. How do you feel? The only faithful man in Bibi Bright's life.
First faithful man I've ever dated.
I feel
privileged.
Yes. And happy. And everything. Let me put it that way.
He's as shy as Nana's husband. So when we go out, when we do a couple's night out, Nana Empress and I, we are talking and they're like, yes, they are the quiet type.
Let's talk showbiz.
Let's talk about legendary Professor Atukwe Okam, legendary poet. The president has pledged his support to help his family, to help with his burial and everything. He has described the late Professor poet as a great man and something that we will never ever have in this country. And so I have that one for you right here on Let's Talk Showbiz.
I thought he made a tremendous contribution to the development of our country and continent. He was a writer, a poet, a great mastery of language, whether English or Twi or Ga, and expressed so many of our feelings about our fate as Africans and as Ghanaians. I heard the news of his death with a lot of sadness and sorrow. I called the house, but I had the opportunity to speak to Kloko, and said she should extend my condolences to you.
Yes.
He's a big Ghanaian. And our nation will miss him. The continent will miss him because he had a reach that was beyond Ghana. All of us know about his commitment to the Pan-African project. So it allowed him to become long-time president of the Pan-African Writers Association. And he used this as a platform.